Prepare yourself for an enthralling journey packed with secrecy, cleverness, and the iconic wrist knife technology that has shaped the legacy of Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed Mirage guarantees a captivating revival of the series' core elements, inviting both longtime fans and newcomers to explore the world of covert assassins and historical mysteries. Today, let's delve into what we already know about this highly anticipated addition to the beloved series. We'll discuss what you can anticipate with excitement and also address any potential disappointments. Back in the old Assassin's Creed days, they weren't into big open worlds like Greece or Vikings. Nope, it was all about sneaky assassins and their creed. Super basic stuff. The game worlds were teeny, colors were meh, and those wrist knife guys could just blend in with some priest-looking folks. It was a real giggle fest. With Mirage, Ubisoft Bordeaux is kinda throwing us back to the good old days.
Basim is our main protagonist in Assassin's Creed Mirage. He's a fascinating character, one that fits the mold of classic assassin, deadly and resourceful with a complex personality. For that reason, we felt that Mirage needed to be a strong narrative-driven experience. One that would honor Basim as a character, surprise our players, and take them on a memorable adventure.
They're squishing the big Assassin's Creed series into a sandbox the size of a city. You get to play as this super sneaky assassin called Basim, and you'll be running and jumping all over 9th century Baghdad. You've got all these cool gadgets to make your targets, well, let's just say, have a one-way ticket to Snoozeville. Here's the scoop on Assassin's Creed Mirage. What is Assassin's Creed Mirage's release date? So, the original big announcement for the October 12th release came in May 2023 during the PlayStation Showcase. But guess what? Ubisoft dropped a bomb in August and said it's coming even earlier, on October 5th. Talk about a surprise. When Mirage hits the scene, you can grab it on PC from the Epic Games Store and the Ubisoft Store. Now, I'm just guessing here, but it might eventually pop up on Steam too. You know how these Assassin's Creed games are, they like to take their sweet time. Valhalla took a whole 2 years to waltz onto Steam after it first came out. What is the gameplay like? From the latest trailer, it's crystal clear that Basim is all about that stealth life in Assassin's Creed Mirage.
We meet Basim in his youth, making a living as a thief on the streets of Anbar, near Baghdad, alongside his best friend and partner in crime, Nehal. As far back as he can remember, Basim has been haunted by visions and nightmares that he's been unable to understand. He's come to question who he is and where he belongs. Much to Nehal's frustration, Basim believes his destiny lies among the hidden ones.
Unlike the stars of the recent games who love a good fight, Basim's more into sneaky stuff and gadget wizardry. He's all about tactical wrist knifing, not those in-your-face brawls. And guess what? Ubisoft's got this awesome video where they break down the gameplay and talk about how Mirage is going back to the roots. They're balancing parkour, stealth, and sneaky assassinations, the three big pillars of Assassin's Creed. If you want to see even more cool stuff, check out the premiere trailer from way back in September 2022. It's a real treat. So what kind of Assassin's Creed is Assassin's Creed Mirage? Assassin's Creed Mirage is more like Ezio than ever. It's taking a step back from those huge, open worlds we've seen in recent games and going back to the good old days of densely packed parkour playgrounds. In Mirage, Basim won't be having those super long sword fights.
Creating the character of Basim in Mirage was an interesting challenge. Having met him as an older man in Valhalla, we had to imagine what he would have been like in his younger years. Everybody in the team is a long-time AC fan. That's why it was so important for us to bring back that Levantine assassin look to Basim's costumes.
He's all about the sneaky stuff like quietly taking down foes, sneaking up on ledges, and, doing some hopefully invisible neck stabbing. Although, let's be real, sometimes things might go south, and you'll end up in a sword fight. Happens to the best of us. And hey, they're bringing back social stealth too. You can blend in with the crowds to avoid nosy enemies. But watch out for new foes like marksmen who can take down your eagle while it's snooping around, and guards who can call for backup with a horn. That'll keep you on your toes. They're giving parkour a big boost too. Think corner swings and quick climbs. Basim moves like a breeze across the rooftops of Baghdad, and Ubisoft Bordeaux says it's all about keeping that flow and momentum going. Plus, they're all about verticality in the design. And for those bigger gaps between buildings, they've got a new pole vault move. It's all about making the moves slick and speedy.
Visuals and stories around an existing character poses a unique challenge. It gives us room for nods to other entries in the series, pushes us to respect our legacy, while offering something fresh and exciting for players. After becoming a hidden one, Basim inherits the apprentice outfit, a white robe with blue shades, and a small beaked hood. We found opportunities to connect Mirage to the wider franchise, such as the red sash wrapped around Basim's arm in Valhalla. In Mirage, we learned that it was a symbol of the rebellion, an item worn by many other side characters, and something Basim chose to keep with him years later.
Basim's gonna be on the move in 9th century Baghdad, and we're talking way back in 861. That's like 20 years before he showed up in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Talk about a trip down memory lane. Now, this Baghdad place is no walk in the park. It's super packed and crowded, way more than the recent games in the series. And guess what? The rooftops are just as happening as the streets and alleys down below. So, you better get ready for some rooftop action because it's gonna be a wild ride up there. Story and characters? We've already got a peek into what makes Basim ibn Ishaq tick. He's all in with the Hidden Ones on a mission to hunt down and wipe out the Order of the Ancients, trying to free Baghdad from their grip.
Levels of conflicts in our story, from the one in the city arising from the Zend rebellion to Basim's internal conflict as he's torn between his roots and his destiny, between his old friends like Nehal and his new comrades like Roshan and the Brotherhood. As Basim fights to free Baghdad from the Order's oppression, he begins to ask questions about himself, his past, and the meaning of freedom.
The creative director, Stefan Budin, made it crystal clear we're talking 300 years before Altair's time, and we're dishing out Basim's origin story, how he went from a regular street kid to a top-notch assassin. This younger version of Basim, compared to when we saw him in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, is like a journey back in time. It's gonna show us how he went from being a scrappy street urchin to becoming the most lethal thing around. Game graphics and visual effects? The first Assassin's Creed dropped back in 2007, and back then, games were all about those super gray tones. Like, it was either ashy or dusty, no in between. If you've been feeling all nostalgic for that muted color vibe, well, Mirage is here to make you smile.
We have new tools that can be upgraded and customized for Basim, giving him a deadly and effective assassin's toolset. When fully upgraded, these tools can allow for some interesting and unexpected gameplay strategies. We crafted a range of different outfits for Basim, so you can make the character feel personal to you. We're also bringing back a fan favorite feature, outfit dye, which you can use to change the colors of certain outfits just like you could in AC2 or Brotherhood. Combat has been revamped as well, with new moves and mechanics built specifically for Basim. Much like Altair, Basim's primary combat tools are his sword and dagger. For the animation team, our goal was to create an agile master assassin who's as elegant as he's deadly.
Ubisoft tweeted the big news, saying, "Guess what, folks? Assassin's Creed Mirage is gonna have this cool option where you can use a filter that takes you back to the old days. It's inspired by the desaturated blue-gray color thing from the first AC game. So, if you're all about those retro hues, they got you covered." Assassin's Creed Mirage is causing quite a stir, and it's no wonder why. Mirage pays tribute to the franchise's roots by offering more condensed and intricately designed settings, reminiscent of its early days. In essence, the anticipation for Assassin's Creed Mirage allows players to embark on a thrilling journey through time, explore a legendary city, and immerse themselves in a captivating story that will undoubtedly have a lasting impact on the Assassin's Creed legacy. We are more than ready to dive into this adventure, and we hope you are too. This is Matt from Quick Gaming Previews, signing off for today. Please do share your thoughts on Mirage as we eagerly await its release.